everything Halloween and creepy. It is Halloween House. Back again with the third video, the third vlog video. This time we're gonna go out and we're going to explore me putting everything into the ground, me pre-planning everything, because you know I have to make sure that I have the right measurements for everything and make sure that everything fits before I start building in the summer. So why not go ahead? Let's get started. Alright, so like I said, I've been kind of pre-planning everything for stakes and everything like that. I'm going to rope everything up. Yeah, let me go ahead and show you everything that I'm doing. So, before I decided to place the stakes down, I placed bricks, bricks going along the entire outline of the path. So that way I know where the wooden poles are gonna go. And nothing up here. And then kind of create this spacing here, because last year this was kind of a narrow passage that was kind of an inconvenience. And then I have a brick over here leading to this section, and then here you start having everything else. So I decided to not do a no touch and touch zone this year. I decided not to have a touch or no touch zone this year. It was just to realize it was going to be a huge inconvenience. And a big update whenever I get over there. So we just used some classic, really skinny rope, and we went all along here. We used these recycled metal poles and went all along this entire thing, just kind of outlining everything. Because like this area right here, I'm gonna turn it into a concession area, so you can get water, you can get soda, or you can get food, or I'm also thinking about cotton candy as well. And then you got the start of the Carnival games. We ran out of rope, sadly, but you can see yet again the recycled metal pole with the twine right here that goes all the way down the line. These I measured out. They are 16 feet long, and lengthwise, I believe it is 40 feet in length. So just in case if you guys want to copy anything that I do, here it is. And then, like I said, since I ran out of rope, I couldn't do this third one. This third one is a lot smaller. It's more like 8 feet long, 40 feet wide. And it's gonna be more of like the mini stuff, like the mini stuff, like maybe a basketball game or something like that. And then we started staking out the maze. We'll get to the trampoline. So I had a change of plans for how I'm gonna do the maze this year, and it should be pulling up right about now. Okay, so basically in the blueprint you have this and this, right? This is the entryway, right? So you walk in here, and in between these two stakes is the entrance. So there's gonna be a mini platform that I'm gonna be standing on, being like, welcome, stuff like that. We didn't stake out any of the entrances into each area yet. And then you continue walking, and then I'm gonna have them curve like this into these two metal poles. And these two metal poles are 4 feet long, like 4 feet in between. So it is like, from my feet standpoint, it's a very cramped spot. And I'm gonna take inspiration from one of my favorite YouTubers, Brick Thunder, and I'm gonna make a drop portrait right here It'll drop down, scare actor will come, because you have in between these two poles just storage / scare actor space. Same as over here, storage / scare actor space. And then you walk into this area right here. This area is going to be a surgical area, because basically my whole theme this year is focusing on different phobias. So you have fear of the dead, which will be over there, which will be that first area. This is not really claustrophobia, but kind of claustrophobia. And then this will be the fear of needles and, surgery. And then you'll walk over here. And then once you get over here, in between this pike and that pike and that pike and that pole, this will be the illusion area, which should be pulling up as well as zoomed in, everything like that. I'll have mirrors going along the bottom, and you'll just have a walkway going through them, and you'll stare down, and be like, that looks so deep, which will play into the fear of heights. And then once you get past that area, in between these 4 poles, you will have the fear of the dark. It's going to be a completely pitch black room, and you're going to have to feel your way through the entire way. So once we get that designed with the pikes and everything like that, you exit, and then you walk into in between these 4 is going to be claustrophobia. We're going to make, if you can imagine, the scene from Willy Wonka, where the roof slowly comes down until it's super short. And then you walk through that door. It's going to be kind of in between here. And then you get to the main stage. That's why this trampoline's here. This is, surprisingly, our neighbor just had it because they got a smaller trampoline. But this is the perfect size for what I was wanting to do. That's probably what I'm going to use to kind of blueprint how I'm going to build it. And then I walk around. You just kind of walk around as there's going to be actors who are going to come out and scare you, whatnot. And this storage, this storage space right here, will probably be where there's going to be a couple actors hiding, coming to jump scare you this way, just to kind of lead you over and around. And then you're going to come out the other side, and you're going to walk into one of my friend's favorite spots, which is the mirror maze. So you're just going to walk around, not knowing where to exit. And then there's going to be scare actors along, hiding in little crevices of the mirror maze, which will show multiple scare actors, but really there's only one location for them. And then once you exit, you're going to have my little hell wall area, which also should be popping up. And then once you exit out there, you have a scare actor who's going to be like, fine, you made it through, but this will never end. Your fortune will never end, or something like that. And then, sorry, I left my tools out here. And then once you come out, there's going to be a chase scene. Funny about that, you know how there's a separation between this pole and that pole, which kind of gives room for you to see this? We're going to build a little room kind of right here. There's going to be a closed off area here. And we're going to build a little room right here. So there's going to be actors hiding, and then whenever they see you exit, that's where you're going to come out. And there's a guy with the chainsaw chase you all the way down past that driveway. Which will be very, very interesting once I get all the stuff figured out. There's probably going to be a part 2 to this video, so look out for that. But yeah, Basically, once they come through here, you know, they run through everything like that. Still, shout out to my neighbor. She allowed us to use her entire yard this year. And then you basically exit here. You exit back to the road. But yeah, basically, sorry, gotta grab my tools. That's the end of the video. If you would like to see more, subscribing helps out a lot. Anything like that. And I might turn this entryway into a I turn that entryway, this graveyard area, into more of an entrance. So it's like a creepy little entryway into what's gonna happen. So because last year we bought 200 pieces of candy. Okay, we gave 1 piece of candy to every single trick-or-treater. We ended up having to use spare candy that we had just for because I wanted to buy candy for myself. I bought 200 pieces of candy for myself. We had to resort to that stash as well, and it was like maybe 3/4 of the way gone by the end of the night. We even had adults come through, which was pretty nice. But yeah, I'm intrigued about what's gonna happen. Anyways, thank you for subscribing. Well, that's the video. Cannot wait for you guys to watch part 2. That is coming out soon. Remember, we got Halloween house. We don't just build for the living. With every board nail, Carnival rises. Always